So how is it going, Dank Division? Dank Dan here, and I'll still be honest, I'm still skeptical for Season 2. I still am questioning whether or not it's going to be good. However, I would be lying if I didn't say that ranked play does at least give me something to do for multiplayer going into Season 2. Now, for those of you who aren't aware of what ranked play is 4v4 multiplayer, based off of the exact same rules and layout as CDL. Now, if you don't know how that layout exactly works, I'm going to leave a link to CDL's entire rule list because that's exactly how things go playing. Now, in order to access ranked play, be aware of this. A, you're going to need level 16. But when you get into ranked play, you'll have access to all of the weapons, all of the attachments, everything, so long as it's not a restricted item. Now, keep this in mind. Restricted items are things that were pretty much agreed upon that are not allowed to be used, such as certain sights, certain silencers, etc. Now, these are subject to change as CDL pushes through and as they find more weapons and attachments that are too overpowered or, just create all kinds of hell. Now, with this mode, you have 3 different game modes that you'll be able to play. Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, and Control. Across 6 maps, and you have it that it's all 6 maps being the Fortress, the Hotel, Embassy, Las Almas, and Hydroelectric are the 6 maps. Now you'll be able to play on those 6 maps for Hardpoint. You'll be able to play on those maps for Search and Destroy. However, when it comes to Control, you'll only be able to play on the Fortress, the Hotel, and El Asilo. Now, those who play matches are going to be granted what's called skill rating, which will determine which skill division out of 8 you belong to. This goes all the way from the lowest being bronze to, dare I say, there is actually a top 250. Now, don't fret if you don't make it that high. This is pretty much just something that you're able to go through. Now, keep this in mind that each skill division below Iridescent has 3 tiers to progress through. Now, these tiers are going to just gradually give you a sense of progression. Why? Because let's face it, Tier 1 Bronze is going to be incredibly easy compared to Tier 3 Bronze, compared to, let's say, Tier 1 Gold and onward and forward. And you'll be able to just push through, and once you're done with each 3 tiers, you move on to the next setting. So if you do 1, 2, and 3 of Bronze, you're now on to Tier 1 Silver. Now, returning from Vanguard, ranked play is the top 250 skill division, which is above Iridescent. These are the top 250 best players with the highest scores above 10,000. Now, what they don't tell you in the article is that there was a huge problem at one point when you started seeing these CDL names, but then you started seeing these names no one knew about, who had somehow gotten an ridiculous number of kills and no deaths, and were at the top of the leaderboards. Yeah, hackers were getting their way in. So we'll see if that changes where, they actually have a specific reward for the person who gets the number 1 spot, as well as anyone in that top 250 gets a special reward. Whether or not we'll actually see them do anything about that is a whole nother story. Now, for those of you who start off in ranked play, everyone is going to start out as a bronze ranked player. That means you'll get to play at any time you want with no placement matches. That means no having to worry about, I got to play 5 matches and then I can hope. No. This allows you to complete with everyone across ranked play the second it goes live. Yes, this means that you'll be able to go against everyone who's, ranging from the greatest players of all time to the worst. But as time progresses, you're going to start to see people get into the different skill divisions and slowly climb their way up. Now, it is definitely recommended that you drop in with squad mates into the matches. And be aware that bronze through platinum players can party up with no restrictions. However, diamond and crimson players can only form parties with and play against other players within those two skill divisions. Iridescent and the top 250 can only form parties and play with players against within one skill division, meaning Iridescent can only play with Iridescent, top 250 can only play with top 250. At the end of each ranked play season, your highest skill division placement for the season determines what rewards you will earn. Now, bronze through crimson players will start one skill division back, save for bronze, which will begin with bronze tier 1, with demotion protection enabled for your first 3 matches. Iridescent and the top 250 will start at diamond tier 1 skill division, with demotion protection enabled for several matches. Now, we have something that I haven't exactly seen before, this of course being the seasonal win challenges. Now, how this works is it's referred to as the rank. Now, the rank represents your cumulative progress in rank play, starting at ranked 1 and going all the way up to 50. Now, advancing through these ranks is as simple as just winning the matches. Every ranked play win awards a star. Earn enough stars, you progress to the next rank in your way to get to rank 50. Now, every 5 ranks awards you, of course, the new symbol, and it'll appear in the color of your skill division, such as a wolf for ranks, let's say 11 through 15, or a silverback gorilla for ranks 31 through 35. Now, unlike skill divisions, ranks do not reset between ranked seasons, meaning this is something that'll be concurrent all the way through. Each win also counts towards the seasonal win challenge, which will offer new rewards each ranked season. In other words, no matter what skill division you happen to be in, you still have the potential to earn these rewards. Now, keep this in mind, that ranked play matches will not start if teams are uneven. If a player disconnects or quits before a match begins, all remaining players will return to the lobby and the match will not count. Then there's, of course, SR forgiveness. If a player disconnects or quits in the middle of a match, all team members outside of the player's party will not lose any of their points. Basically, if that 4v4 becomes a bullshit 3v4 due to a teammate being a jackass and quitting, any skill points that you can still earn, you can manage to, earn, but you will not exactly be on the worst end of having, your points deducted. Now, like in previous ranked play iterations, there will be suspensions and penalties for people who decide to quit, disconnect, sit idle, or commit friendly fire a little too often. Now, players who show repeated bad behavior will be handed more severe punishments. This system used to evaluate repeated bad behavior has been altered. Now, what exactly does this mean? This could mean being outright kicked out and prevented from joining. Now, another new feature is demotion protection, which will help all players avoid immediate relegation after advancing to a new skill division. Now, when you advance to a higher skill division, players will not lose any of their points within the first 3 matches. This is in order to give you some time to adjust. It's like going from single A to double A baseball. Yeah, you're going to have a rough match or two before you get adjusted to the skill level, and that's something that they're going to keep in mind. Now, there are also going to be additional features, such as the Hot Streak Flames, which reward players who rack 3+ game win streaks over a 72-hour period, additional ranked play icons. Now, keep this in mind. Whether you're in the top 250 or have only ranked up, a couple of times, there are plenty of rewards that you'll be able to get your hands on. Now, first, there are several seasonal win rewards from this first ranked season. This starts with, a sticker just for your first 5 wins, as well as an SMG blueprint, which includes attachments that are made basically to play this mode to, you know, getting 10 wins, get you even more, and so on and so forth. Just to kind of give you an idea, at ranked 5 alone, you get the ranked competitor operator skin, which includes both a home and an away version that is available for both male and female CDO operators. At rank 15, the pro issue sidearm blueprint. Rank 30, a new gun screen that tracks ranked play wins. Then, ranked 40, a combat knife. Ranked 50, the ranked veteran operator skins that, again, home away awarded to both male and female. Now, as for skill division rewards, those who reach, you know, bronze and silver ranks are awarded a new emblem, while any other skill division, and this includes the top 250, is granted 2 new special operator skins, an animated emblem, and a weapon charm. Now, keep this in mind. That means that you earn a skin, an animated emblem, and a weapon charm based on your level. Now keep this in mind, Iridescent and the top 250 members also get an animated calling card, while the number 1 ranked player will receive a special one-of-a-kind exclusive animated calling card and emblem, which can be considered the ultimate bragging rights in Call of Duty. Now keep this in mind that hackers will probably try to work their way up to being number 1, and it is going to involve Call of Duty having to fight tooth and nail to ensure that ranked play goes the way it needs to go. And while I'll still openly say that having skill-based matchmaking be in casual as well as ranked is not exactly the best thing in the world, it still has me curious to see how things are going to play out. So with that being said, I want to hear in the comment section down below, what are your thoughts on ranked play for Call of Duty? Because let's face it, it's being done by Treyarch, the same people who have done it the last couple of times, and so far they haven't let us down in regards to ranked play. The reason I made it specifically say ranked play is because we don't want to talk about Vanguard zombies and Treyarch. That's called burnout, ladies and gentlemen, and it is not fun. With that being said, looking forward to reading that comment section down below. Don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to click that subscribe button as well. Follow us on all of our socials. And you guys have a wonderful day, night, whatever you're doing. Do it wholeheartedly. And of course, as always, this is Dank Dan, signing off.
Get them to click that subscribe button, Dank. It's the only way we can figure out the numbers. What do the numbers mean, Dank? We're wasting valuable time.